Micah 7:10. Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, Where's the Lord thy God? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. Kol halal Yahweh Bashem Shai Bahashem Rakar Kwadash. Double honors unto the apostles, double honors unto the elder bishops. Salutations to all my fellow laborers doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so, now more so than ever. To the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, that be like unto the speckled bird among the heathen nations, that look like the heathen nations. And to the Akwaf that are listening and learning, to you I say Shalom. This is your brother Malcolm from the branch of the Great Millstone, coming at you with another lesson in the Bible, bringing out those dark sayings full of lamentation and woe. The Bible is not a happy book, and we're definitely not in a happy time. And we're living in this time where, this has been a hot topic with the celebrations of Kevin Samuel's death, by these wicked women who don't want to get right or be right or even try to, who want to live according to the satanic liberty that they've been given by Esau Edom, and who take the purse and are elevated and promoted purposely by Esau Edom above their men to keep that contention and to destroy their own people. When you will find it when you go to these different government agencies that oppress men in the favor of women. The majority of the employees that control that are the gatekeepers of that are usually Judite so-called black women, and it's true. And the Lord's going to bring back some ancient terrors upon the earth, because meanwhile Esau's going to start this campaign to demonize the Hebrew Israelites eventually. I mean, they're going to really come at us, but we just have to endure through that, because we're going to be shown to be right, and they're just going to be shown to be the liars that they've always been, and that a majority of people know, and even most Americans, most Cajuns of call know. Most of them know as well. They just, it's just really hurtful and painful for them to admit it. But they know that they're not right. They know that their government is crooked. They know that they're a corrupt and wicked, unrighteous people. They know that deep down, and what they really fear is reciprocity. They fear the payback. But the Lord is not only going to pay them back; He's going to also pay back these wicked Israelites, these 2/3. So let me give you some scriptural content of some things that happened in the past that the Lord's going to bring back again. And one of those things is famine, because we're in the middle of famine right now, and most people don't even know it. These food shortages are being done purposely. All right. Well, this is Deuteronomy 28:52, and it says, "And he besieged thee in all thy gates until thy high and fenced walls come down, wherein thou trusted throughout all the land. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates throughout the land, which Yahweh thy power hath given thee." So you're going to be besieged in your own homes, in your own cities, in the places where because the cities, the scriptures are multifold. And most things that happen are going to happen again. At this time, they're going to be way worse. "And thou shalt eat the fruit of thine own body, and the flesh of thy sons and daughters, which Yahweh thy power giveth thee in the siege, and in the straitness, wherein thine enemy shall distress thee." So it's going to be a dog eat dog, because that was what was happening in this scene. This is from season 11 of The Walking Dead, which is actually better than season 10. Yeah, because 7 through 10 was kind of weak, But nevertheless, this is what this poor Judite chick was facing. She was actually with another Jake, and they were just trying to survive, and they ran into an abandoned house just to get out the elements and get away from the zombies, from the Walking Dead. And they actually hid into a house of a family of Edomites inbred who were cannibals and had gone completely feral. They couldn't even speak anymore. So basically, they left their doors open when people wander in there. They would come out of the walls and attack people and eat them. All right. So there's going to be a lot of and you'll be amazed how many movies portray, acts of violence and the barbarism of cannibalism. And we all know at this point in time that most things that are shown in Hollywood are messages of what they intend to do and what's going to happen. All right, that's the left-hand side trying to do their own predictions, but the Bible already predicted all this. Okay, let's go to Leviticus 26. I'm sorry, Leviticus 26. And I'm going to start at like verse 27, and it reads, "And if ye will not hearken all, Salaki, and if ye will not for all this hearken unto me, but walk contrary to me, I will walk contrary unto you also in fury. And even I will chastise you 7 times for your sins. And ye shall eat the flesh of your sons, and the flesh of your daughters shall ye eat." So all these women who been having all these babies with all these different men to collect their money from them, and a lot of them get pregnant purposely. All right. The ones that they didn't decide to kill. All right. I guess it really depends on the guy. If the guy had a good job, they would leave that child alive so that it can collect, and they would kill the child of the guy who really wasn't doing so well. You'd be amazed. You'd be amazed. But a lot of these children, a lot of these babies, and it's funny because now when I see pregnant women or I see women pushing baby carts with small children in it, all I think is that, damn, you were born for one reason. You either born to face your brutal death by pain or judgment, or you were born to, or you were born to one of the elect, and you're gonna be saved out of here. All right, because you are of the elect. But that's why the scripture says, "Woe unto them that give suck," because it's actually going to be a blessing to women whose wombs are barren in these last moments of the of the last days. It's actually a blessing if a woman can't have children right now, right? Because a lot of these babies are going to starve, and a lot of these babies are going to be eaten, and small children, they're going to be the easiest victim. Them and old people. And the ones that don't get picked off by people will get picked off by all these wild animals that are going to be set free. For these people who won't have the heart to kill the dogs and won't be able to feed them anymore and just let the dogs go. And these dogs are going to attack and kill each other until an alpha is established, and you're going to have these packs of dogs that are just going around snatching people up and eating them as well. Or attacking and eating other dogs. It's going to really be, that term dog eat dog is going to take a whole new meaning. And all you people who spent all this money on these little expensive dogs, them dogs are all going to be food for the bigger dogs. You best believe. And we all saw that video of, they said she was a Negro woman. She looked like Ammon of Moab to me, but whatever she was a damn heathen, or a heathen in his spirit. She was eating like a roasted puppy or something. So, the sickness that's just going to come is going to be, unbearable, man. It's going to be frightening out here. All right. Let me read this quick email that I get from Natural News. And this is Natural News. And it reads, "Destroying the food supply is a plan, infant formula to the border while U.S. babies go hungry." So, yeah, it's funny, too, how all this money is being sent to Ukraine, where your crooked, mentally disturbed president has all this financial connections to his son. They lost the damn his laptop, all the evidence. Funny how the occasions of call always lose or misplaced evidence that exposes their crookedness and their wickedness or the falseness of their doctrine. You know, how they just accidentally removed or purposely removed the Apocrypha from the Bible, or changed certain words and then printed it. And, you know, there's little things that they do to try to hide what's going on. But it says, Natural News, destroying of the food supply is a plan. Infant formula shipped to border while U.S. babies go hungry. All right. While American infants are faced with starvation, and this is an easy fix, pop out your titty and feed the damn baby. All right. These American women, man, I tell you, it says the Biden regime into power through criminally rigged election. Wow, this it says has been shipping pallets of infant formula to the U.S. southern border to feed the babies of the illegal immigrants. Boy, man, this is truly a house divided, man. All right, it says this is yet more proof that America's last policy of the Biden regime, which seems to go to great lengths to punish American people and dismantle America's infrastructure. So while Biden and the U.S. Congress send $40 billion to Ukraine and feed all the babies of illegals at the borders, American people are punished, forced to foot the bill of everything, even while their own babies starve. Welcome to Biden's New America, and that's from Natural News. I thank St. Benji for that. He hooked me up to that. And they do have broadcasts and things like that nature. I'm gonna eventually, well, you got to be careful because some of the information they give will get you. I got 2 strikes on. I got a strike on critical race historical facts, which they only hurt themselves, because now I'm gonna do another one. So I'm gonna have a critical race historical facts too, to pour more salt into their wound. And then they also put a strike on my oldest and biggest channel, GMS Maccabean Spirit. All for, telling the truth, exposing something, and they, and it came from their own information, but they said it's disinformation, but it's their own information. But, these people are liars, man. But real quick, I'm going to click over to another video of that Nadazakia put into the Bishop's room in the group me. And it's it's like a 2-minute recording of the Sean Hannity show with the farmer calls in to report on food shortage. So let me turn the sound up and let that play.
The farmers and talking and bring to light what's happening.
By the way, I wouldn't be able to eat except for you guys, but you're running out of fertilizer and they're making it impossible for you guys to do your job.
I'd love to send you a box of fresh stuff for your family. It's just, we're picking some really good stuff. But anyway, the reason for my call is I'm actually in the middle of a 20-acre field planting sweet corn. And I just filled the John Deere up. It was $650 to fill this tractor.
What was it under Trump?
Oh man, it was maybe 250, 300.
Wow,
It's at least 50%.
You see that? It went from 250 to 300 to 50% increase to fill up his tractor to do the farming work. All right.
Higher. But everything we touch, fertilizers went up like triple. The box, we got to buy special boxes for the cabbage, for the lettuce. They're 3 times what they were a couple years ago.
Can you make that money back when you sell your products?
I don't see it right at the moment.
Oh, good
Sorry.
grief.
I really don't.
You know what's so
I'm very
sad?
nervous.
I'm nervous for you. I'm nervous for the country. American farmers like you feed not only all of us, but you feed the entire world. I mean, America's mastered farming, and it's really hard.
So you got a problem because Ukraine is the bread basket of Europe, of that part of Europe. And then now you got food problems in America. If you can't see that this has been orchestrated to bring the people to their knees, so they just will accept the new system that they want to issue in with the whole digital thing and the putting up the upgrade to your physicality, to your bio upgrades, to move to that digital system. If you can't see that, which matches up with biblical scripture about the MOT to the bizzle, it's happening, man. And they're gonna use food as one of their main weapons along with other things. But this is 2 Kings 6 and 26. And it reads, "And as the king of Israel was passing by upon the wall, there cried a woman unto him, saying, Help, Lord, O king. And he said, If Yahweh do not help you or help thee, when shall I help thee? Out of the barn floor, out of the winepress. And the king said unto her, What aileth thee? And she answered, This woman said unto me, Give thy son that we may eat him today. Now, they should actually be getting put to death for eating their sons. All right? That's how bad it got. And that's how bad it's going to get. All right? But it says, she said, Give thy son that we may eat him today, and we will eat my son tomorrow. So we boiled my son and did eat him. And I said unto her the next day, Give thy son that we may eat him. And she have hid her son. All right? So she ate the other woman's baby, but she wouldn't hid her son. And now this woman was mad. All right? This brutal, horrific reality is going to return. America is going to be like a nightmarish movie. All right, and it's so close at hand, and it could very well kick off this summer. And Yahweh Ratazah, I hope it does, because quite frankly, I'm tired, and I'm tired of these proud, wicked people not being punished, and these proud, wicked women especially those women that know they're Israelites, and still have this proudness and this very destructive behavior toward themselves, their own people, and their men. I can't wait for the Lord to do what he's going to do, man. All right? Because that, JT is coming, man. That means Jacob's trouble. And it's going to get really bad. This is Daniel 12:1. We'll end it on this. And it reads, And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, withstand it for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. So if you're not of the elect, you have nothing but that death by pain coming to you. Call halal Yahweh by Shana Washai, by Shem Rakak Wadash, Wa Abba Babal Kwam Yasharala Shalom.